Hello, everyone. I welcome you all on behalf of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. And I'm so excited that you guys have joined me today when we are going to explore cultural cuisines. And today's session is about Diwali. My name is Sarita Sharma. I am a registered dietitian working as a clinical nutrition manager at a long term rehab facility. And I have been at this facility for more than 6 years now. And working at this long term care has been really rewarding for me. I hold a master's degree in nutrition, and I'm pursuing doctorate in clinical nutrition, which I am expecting to complete in May 2026. Yay! Uh, well, you know, Without further ado, let's go into exploring our cultural cuisines. So, Diwali. What is Diwali? Diwali is the festival of lights, and it is one of the very big Hindu festivals, and it is celebrated worldwide in many different countries, and especially India, Singapore, etc. It is a joyous celebration of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. So, according to Hindu mythology, this is the day when Lord Rama came back to his country after 14 years of exile and after killing a demon named Ravana. And all his countrymen, they celebrated his comeback with lighting lamps. So it has also been said that because Lord Rama reached back the country at night, so people lighted the path for Lord Rama using diyas, also known as lamps, and they use oil to burn those lamps and candles. Then this is, as I said, one of the most widely celebrated festivals in South Asia and the diaspora. The centers is on lighting lamps, prayer, sweets, and togetherness. It symbolizes hope, renewal, and good prevailing over adversity, and is also known as Deepavali. Deepavali means a row of lamps in many regions. So, Hindu tradition, like as I said, that it is return of Rama to Ayodhya. It is also known for worshipping goddess Lakshmi, which is the goddess of prosperity, and Lord Ganesha, who is the Lord of wisdom. So again, it is believed that when we pray Lord Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha on Diwali, it brings the prosperity and it destroys ignorance. And then also there is one more story where Lord Krishna killed Naraksura. Naraksura means there was this again demon. Asura means demon. So again, the victory over wrong, victory over evil. So that's the Diwali is symbolized for. So when is Diwali? So according to Hindu calendar, there is no fixed date for Diwali. It is according to when the new moon falls, also known as Amavasya, of Hindu month of Kartik, which falls between October and November. So last year we had Diwali on 31st of October. This year we have it on 20th of October. So as I said, there is no fixed date. It depends on when the new moon is falling. It's typically a 5-day festival with regional variation. So in my culture, I'm a Hindu. So in my culture, Diwali is celebrated for 5 days. It starts with Dhanteras. On Dhanteras, we buy gold, we buy new utensils, we clean the house. So that's when the Diwali starts. After that, it's Choti Diwali. Choti Diwali is like little bit of lights, and we visit our family and friends, share gifts, share sweets, and then there is main Diwali, On main Diwali, we worship Lord Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha, and then again, all about sharing and feasting and new clothes and decorations and all of that. And fourth day is Govardhan. That is where the story about Krishna killing the demon come. So again, that day we worship Krishna and Krishna's victory over evil. And then after that is Bhai Dooj. Bhai Dooj is a festival that where the brothers, and it's a festival of siblings actually. So so the sisters, they visit their brothers, they bring them gifts and sweets, and in return the brother gives them sweets and gifts and a lot of things, and they celebrate this day together. So though these are the 5 days of Diwali. Then families also observe local customs and auspicious timings. So, as I said, that it's a huge festival and it is celebrated region wide, country wide, and a lot of different countries. So, I would say mostly worldwide. And then every religion, every region has their own way to celebrate Diwali. And the thing that 5 days Diwali I explained is my Diwali. How it's celebrated. So light is the integral part of Diwali, and that is the center of attention. Decorations, rangoli, lamps, all of that, candles, lanterns to invite light and positivity. And then new clothes, home beautification, and exchanging gifts is part of it too. Then we make a lot of sweets and savory snacks. One of the savory snacks I'm going to make today, and I will show you in a bit. And then we visit our relatives and friends, community meals, and temple events. All the temples are decorated, and people visit temples, and then they do a lot of charity too. It's act of giving, donations, sharing food, supporting those in need, and the emphasis, like overall, the emphasis is on gratitude, renewal, and strengthening relationships. So that was a little bit about Diwali. Thank you for listening to that. Now, as I said, we are going to make some savory snacks. And then today's snack that I'm going to make is called Kachauri. So Kachauri is basically we take this whole wheat flour dough and we make a stuffing with potatoes and spices, and then we fill the dough, like we roll the dough, we fill it with the potatoes and spices mix, we close it, and then we deep fry that. So these days, like I one time I also tried doing it in the air fryer, but it did not come out as I was expecting. So we are going to move to cooking. So I'm going to turn the video. Okay, so here you will be able to see all of it. I will do my best. I will show you. I'll bring the ingredients closer and let's go and cook something good. So we will start with making dough because we have to keep the dough aside for like 10 minutes before we use it for the filling. And my hands are clean, but I'm going to wash them again. Okay, so for dough, we are going to need about 1 cup of whole wheat flour. And this is my spice mix, not spice mix, more like my spice box. So I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of salt in it, and just like a pinch of ajinomoto or ajwain. It's a spice, but it gives a really nice aroma to it. It's slightly bitter in taste, but you actually cannot taste the bitterness in it because we are putting just like a pinch of it. Then I'm going to add about half a cup of water in it, and we will make it. You can add more water because this dough should not be too tight or too soft. Just right, like the bear story. After that, we are going to add just like a tablespoon of oil in it, and then we are gonna make the dough. I usually use my hands, but today I'm not gonna use my hands. What I did in advance was made some dough and kept it aside for 10 to 15 minutes, and that's how it should look. Like it's soft, but I mean like maybe the consistency or is like how the bread dough should be. So our dough is ready. I'm gonna keep it here for now. And for the filling, which is the main part, I would say I used about 1.5 cup of potatoes. I actually did not measure them. I used 3 potatoes, and here I have all of them. So about 3 potatoes. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of salt. Again, salt is something that is you can always customize depending on your own flavor. So I'm gonna mix it a little bit. Then I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of chili powder. This chili powder is extra hot, and again, but you can always customize. If you want it very spicy, then you can add a little more. If you want it mild, then you can add a little less. But for today's presentation, I'm just going to add about half a teaspoon of it. And then this is the coriander powder. It's coriander seeds. It is the same thing. You know, the green leaves are cilantro, and when the cilantro they have their seeds and they are dried, then we make powder for from those seeds, and it is known as whole coriander powder. Then about half a teaspoon of garam masala. We are going to mix it well, and then I am adding about half a teaspoon of grated ginger and a little bit of cilantro. I'm going to chop it really fine. So a little bit of cilantro. I like a small green chili in it too. Um, so this one again is a spicy green chili because this one is those Thai small green chilies, but you can always go with like half a jalapeno or any kind that you like. Maybe a little bit of like sweet pepper, something that's not too spicy. So anything like this is a very versatile dish, very versatile feeling. You can customize it the way you like it. So now, before we start filling and rolling our kachoris, I am going to heat some oil. I'm going to come back. Just give me 1 second. So I'm going to mix it well. And now, so here. So our filling is ready, our dough is ready, and now all we need is a little bit of oil and a rolling pin. So I am going to use the seed cutting board. And I'm gonna make a small ball of dough, like this big. And I'm gonna put just a little oil here so that it doesn't stick. And we are gonna roll it. I don't use flour to prevent it from sticking because when we are frying this, the flour is all over in the oil and it burns faster than the kachori is cooked. So it's always a good idea to use oil to prevent it from sticking than using flour. And after that, maybe around the same amount of filling. I'm filling this and I'm putting it on top of this. And then that's how we need to close it. So I'm going to close it like this. It's closed. And then I'm going to gently press it and flatten it a little bit. Then I'm going to use my rolling pin and gently flatten it a little more. Kachauris are small. They are not, there is one more Indian dish known as parathas, but the kachauris are like small. This size is good enough. And just make sure that it's, sealed properly. Otherwise, we will have all the filling in the oil. And we don't want that. Again, the same thing, it's going to burn in the oil otherwise. So, one more. This much of the dough. We will flatten it a little bit. And then about the same amount of filling, and then we are going to close it, seal it properly. And then gently press it and flatten it. So when I was young, I'm talking about when I was like from 5 years to 10 years old, we were eating fried food only at festivals. And so we would wait for months and months for a festival to come so that we can eat fried food. And we used to love it so much, this much. So they're thick, as you can see, and they are small. They are not that big. But now, whenever my kids are like, oh, we want this and we want that, and even though it's fried, I make. Sometimes I'm like, no, this is not healthy because I'm a registered dietitian. I should be telling them, like, don't eat fried food. But then I also don't want them to be craving for things that they love. So we try to do a balance. If we are eating fried food at one meal, then we try to eat something light and healthy, full of vegetables at the later meal. So that's what we try to do. I'm going to go check the oil in a second. It's almost done. The good part about these is like they are not made out of all-purpose flour. So that is good. But as you can see that I'm using potatoes for filling. So it's like, especially someone who has diabetes, this is not a very good option because whole wheat flour is carbs, then potatoes are carbs. So for those people, I would recommend that they can make these. They can use paneer. Paneer is, it's a kind of Indian cheese. It is solid, has like potatoes kind of texture. So you can grate paneer and you can add spices to it and you can fill them in it. And paneer doesn't have any carbs at all. So that will be a good balance of carbs and protein in them. But for here, these are traditional, and this is what we make on Diwali. My mom always used this on Diwali. Sorry. Yeah. So this is traditional potato kachauris. So we are going to go move to um, our to the stove. Okay. I'm going to take my camera with you so that I can show you guys how we are going to fry them. So I am going to, so that's how it should look. As you can see, it's boiling. So that's how hot the oil should be. I'm going to put both of them in there. I'm trying to see if I can rotate my camera. Yes, I can. So here. Careful because this oil is really, really hot. It doesn't take too long to cook. So I'm going to turn the heat a little bit down. You fry them until they are goldenish. You can see that their face is a little crispy. This one's done. Here. And this one is done too. Okay. I'm turning the, I'll take it out. The okay. And they go really well with cilantro chutney. Cilantro chutney is what I showed you guys in my last video, in the last presentation, the one that we did before this. So for the cilantro chutney, you need green leaves of cilantro, 1 clove of garlic. If you are using about 1 cup of cilantros, then you can use 1 clove of garlic, 2 green chilies, some tomato and lime juice, and salt according to the taste. And you grind them. I have some in my fridge, so I'm going to take that out. Make it wait for us. So, 2 kachauris. So that's how the green sauce looks like. You can call it cilantro salsa. It's very much like salsa. It has cilantro, it has tomatoes, it has cloves of garlic, a little bit of ginger too. Ginger is very good for digestion. So I try to add ginger to almost all the spicy food that I make. And this is a store-bought tamarind chutney. It is sweet and sour sauce, but it is made out of tamarind. So that also goes really well with these kachauris. I made this sauce at home too, but it's a lot of work. Like you soak the tamarind overnight, and next day you have to like make it a mush and then strain all the juice out, and then you add a lot of sugar in it. So, and then some garam masala and some other spices to it. So that's how I enjoy it. And after this meal, you sleep because boy, this is heavy because all the fried food, I think it makes you want to go to bed afterwards. But as I said, that previously we used to have it only at on the holidays and the festivals. So it was fine. Like you enjoy, you dressed after that, and that's how they look. So they're like still hot with the filling and everything, and tastes good. All right. So we are done with this, and I'm ready for the questions.